what do you make of the Obama brand? It seems like the Obama brand is kind of in the gutter at this point.
Yeah, they're so sort of done, and particularly now in Virginia, you see he's going out. It was all about he went out to speak to black men to tell them they've got to vote for a black woman, vote for Kamala Harris. Now in the Virginia governor race, he's out saying, hey, actually, black guys, don't vote for the black woman anymore. You got to vote for this like liberal white woman. So, it's just kind of sad to see how they've fallen. But I really do hate what she's saying in that, because if you read what she's implying is that she's saying is that there were white people at that school that didn't deserve to be there. And I think that's such a horrible thing for her to say, because she has no basis on that. She's just assuming because they are privileged people, they didn't have such a tough background as she did, such a hard life growing up that she did, which obviously she did, and that's fine. But because they didn't have that, it doesn't make them any less than her. And I think it really now plays down, because look at their daughters, two of the most privileged girls in the world, literally called the first daughters. And they, of course, are now going to these schools. And what are they, because they're privileged, do they not deserve to be there? So I think it's such a horrible argument to make. And I also find it quite entertaining, because I've yet to hear any of these women that said that they got in because of the DEI policies. I haven't seen any of the smart ones coming out. I don't see any founders or any like great leaders saying, actually, I get it. It's sort of what wives of presidents and sort of washed up TV hosts. I'm like, where are the great people that got in under this program? I haven't met any of them yet.
No, I am so glad you said that, Thomas. I want to come to Jayme for this next one. It just seems like even the Obama kids, right? Sasha and Malia Obama, they've had every door open for them. I mean, if you are the kids, okay, of Barack and Michelle Obama, every door is open to you. The kids aren't winners, right? Whenever I see Sasha and Malia Obama, they're out there chain smoking in the street and like bra tops and harem pants. So it does go to show you that maybe the Obama brand isn't as great as it was once purported to be, Jayme.
Yeah, and I don't know how it's controversial to say, take race out of it. Like, how are we called racist for saying that? It should be based off your scores, based off your essay, and based off of, if you have an interesting personal background story. I totally get that people want, a diversity of backgrounds in that way, but no, it shouldn't be based off of race. And let me say this as well. I'm glad that we brought up the privilege of the Obamas, because has Michelle Obama ever had a positive thing to say about anything ever? I mean, to me, she only exists now through these clips of her either complaining about her husband, complaining about our country, or complaining about other people that live in our country, and I guess the system being against her. I'm like, and wearing designer outfits while doing this. We voted her husband in twice to be the president of the United States. And I think that's a huge difference between liberals and conservatives. When you hear conservatives talk, for the most part, we're talking in, I think, a positive way. We're very, very grateful for what this country has given us. And we're go-getters and we're ambitious. And that's just such a better message to give, especially to young women, because a lot of women look up to, unfortunately, Michelle.